Hey guys, what's going on? F1 Pawn here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had just started our playthrough with Kevin. He's managed to reach level 15, as you can see. And yeah, we're currently on normal difficulty, but we do have the advantage of going to the hardest difficulty when we're ready. I'm not sure when we're going to go reach that point. Maybe we'll touch on it with Steve. Maybe, I'm not sure, but we're going to be focusing on Kevin. Because Kevin is currently our glass nuke, if you will. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens. Because we've got quite a bit to do. You'll have to forgive me. Life stuff, just very busy. Been very tired as of late as well. Not sure what's going on with me, but it's no big deal. Alright. But without further ado, I guess we just want to keep going with Burrwitch and whatnot, right? Passives will help us increase our threshold of damage with Kaldor's Tempest. So I'm thinking what we need to do is just bolster that as much as we possibly can. I don't know how well we're going to do with it, but we'll just have to make do. I'm thinking two-handed weaponry is going to be our saving grace at some point, but we'll have to see, because who knows, right? I just have to assume. But at the very least, we will be able to take out most enemies with our explosive blasts here. It is dangerous, though, and we use up a lot of energy, which has been the biggest problem for us. There are ways to increase energy recovery, but there isn't many that we can do early on, aside from like getting certain rings and all that, so we have to make do with other methods. So for now, all we can really do is just spam attack. That is literally our only way of doing damage in a good manner, without having to do too much. Alright, let's just auto-sort. There we go. There are things like chaos damage which could help, or there's other damage types. But at the moment, fire is probably going to be the only good thing for us right now. Kinda sucks that it's the only thing, but I mean, that's just the build that we're going for. Kaldor's Tempest runs on fire with the skull that we have, so we have to assume that it's the only way we're gonna be progressing forward at this moment. And hey, at the very least, our energy reserves are recovering really quickly, solely due to the fact that we've been collecting ability points. Hold on. What was it? It was S. Solely because we have Elemental Exchange, which is giving us an insane amount of energy regen. That is the only reason that we've managed to do so well so far. Physical damage converted to elemental damage. This is tempting, but I don't think we really need it when we can convert our attacks to elemental damage anyways with certain abilities. So I'm not too worried about that. What I think we will need in the future is definitely the Maven Sphere Protection, because that's just a good defense ability. It will increase our survivability and give us some damage absorption. Let's see. At a great cost and concentration. Yeah, so this basically sacks some of our energy reserves. Again, like Iskandra's Elemental Exchange. But this gives us damage absorption, and we also get reductions to enemy spells, so it's just a build-up for us. I will need to focus into Inferno, though, because that will give us fire damage on top of everything. So, if we were to, I think we need Wraith of Agriphis eventually, because that will increase our damage output, which will allow us to nuke much harder. This does mean that we will be slower in casting it, but slower casting for more damage is always going to be a tempting exchange. We can spam it, to be fair. That is always an option, but it's not the best option, as you could probably imagine. But yeah. Not that hard to take out the enemies. At the moment, early game, we have got a way better advantage compared to anybody else in this regard. We're basically a walking nuke. It won't solve most of our issues like bosses, but it will handle most dangers. And with the occasional spam of an ability, we'll be fine. Here we go. Hello. Those Slith attacked me in my caravan. Okay. I'm from Devil's Crossing. I can help you get back there. There you go. You probably won't like this, but I can open a rift for you. Pretty sure it's safe. There you go. But, yeah. We're doing pretty well there. I do enjoy that you can just nuke everybody, though, with this ability. It's a very cheesy method, but if you got the damage, why not, right? It's a simple method, but it's a method that works. If I place this, put this there we go. Here we go. Go in here. And what was a key for it? L? Here we go. Now we got a way to forward or back here if we need it. Hey. That wasn't too bad. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, we're looking at a boss. Oh, we're sundered. That's not good.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Got him. Took a bit, but we got it. I've become despised with beasts, but that's perfectly fine. I'm not looking to be friends with them after all. Let's see. Poison damage. The health would be good. Offensive defense. We got some fire resist, cold resist. A bunch of poison and acid resist would be nice. We also get some points into Iskandra's Elemental Exchange. We also get some crit damage and offensive ability to it as well. Well, we do need points in Iskandra's Elemental Exchange. That's basically a percentage increase to energy regen. So it's hard not to say no to the Putrid Necklace of Readiness. So we're going to equip that instead. Because if I go into skills, yeah, that's going to increase it by 2 points, which will give us 67 energy regen. And we also get a bit more energy leech on top of what we've already got. So it's a good necklace thing for us. What else is there? We got gloves. We got a weapon that's good against beast to beastkin, but nothing too crazy. We don't do physical or aether damage. We could do with an increased percentage to armor. Oh, and I should mention, I did move my microphone closer, so if it sounds like I'm getting louder and, quieter, or at least in general louder, I've moved it closer, that's the reason, so. I digress. Having an increase to physique and cunning wouldn't hurt. A 10% increase for physique would basically mean 10 points, I believe, which isn't bad. The 2% increase for cunning is basically 2 points, but it's not bad. The increase in armor is not amazing. If it were 100 points, it'd be 5, so it's somewhere like 4 points, maybe even 3. Pierce resistance and bleeding resistance is rare. Do we need elemental and pierce? Well, it'd be reduced in pierce, so no, we should probably not take it. It's nice, but not amazing. Alright. What is next? I guess it'd be these guys, wouldn't it? Here we go. Okay, is there anything up here? I would assume there is. Yeah, there's just a pathway there. So from here we go down. 9 elemental damage, 10% burn damage isn't bad. But we don't do burn damage as a thing. Yeah, we'll leave it for now.
I'm out of energy.
Oh. At least we cleared out the enemy. Alright, let's clear out the danger of the Savage Totem. That'll get us plenty of points. Here we go. That wasn't too bad. Get a few nice things here. Alright. Blood Carver is a bleed weapon. What's this? Ooh. Okay, so that's a very high damaging weapon. It also gives us a 40% fire increase with a 30% burn damage increase, with a 43% increase in duration. And physical damage is converted into fire damage on top of that. We will lose out on the High Gauss' Skull, which is 29% fire damage on top of 20%. So that's a 49% increase in fire damage versus this. Let us see how damaging it actually is. So currently we've got 799 and 540. Without it, it's 659 and 245. So yeah, no, this bill is quite literally reliant on us actually keeping those stats. We'll increase our physique. We'll then increase our cunning and then put 2 points into spirit, just so we can keep the 10 on there. So not that great, but we're doing better. Okay, we need to increase that by 3 points. That'll get us to the Mirror of Erectos. It's a skill recharge with a 3-second duration with an 100% damage absorption and lightning retaliation. I don't think I want the mirror in this case. Overload is tempting, but I'd like to save for Inferno, because that takes priority here. But weirdly enough, the skull is actually better in this case. We need an increase into fire and something else if we wanted to make it work. But I digress. We're doing well. We are doing well. Okay. Let's make a portal here, and let's go back to base. And we'll go quickly sell some stuff before we keep going. Because we can quickly go and turn this in. There's a fire in your eyes and blood on your clothes. Did you put those tainted vermin down? How did it feel? Felt vindicated. Righteous. That's what I like to hear. Wasn't for my bum leg, I'd be out there with you, paying others with good iron and hair and tails. It's just the next best thing. Here's your share. Thank you. Let's be a righteous individual this time. We're not hesitant like before. With Steve. Okay. Turn that in. Turn this in. Thanks for saving my behind back there, turns out. Yep. Alright, there we go. More reps and another shop. Let's see. This has better armor. It's got a 10% to all damage, which is not bad. 9% reduction to attribute requirements, though, is something. But it does have more armor, which is arguably better, and it is a small decrease in in damage, but we get a percentage to Spirit, which is better. Yeah, this is better in general, so we're going to go with that. It will reduce our casting speed a little bit, but overall our survivability goes up, so I'll take that any time of the day. We do not want to get rid of this offhand anytime soon, so let's forget anything secondary. We'll actually get rid of anything that isn't green at this point. So that's going to be our gimmick going forward. But we should probably keep blues. Yeah, let's actually keep the blues. Because if I'm not mistaken, you can recycle blues for something good. Greens, on the other hand, we do just want to sell, I'm thinking. I think we have to get dynamite to it, last I recall, so...
Iron well spent.
Alright, let's see. We can sell this. How about these? We'll sell this. Vitality and chaos damage, we sell. This is cold and lightning, so we sell that. I think we already replaced this, so we sell that. This is a sell, and this is pretty much a sell as well. Okay.
See anything you like?
Alright. So unless we got something with good fire, then probably ignore most things. Pierce experience gained, fire resistance, and lightning resist.
See you around.
I think if I go to the rep master here, the quartermaster, I might be able to find something for me myself. At the moment, the Devil's Musket is looking really tempting, but I prefer something one-handed if I can help it. Just prioritize that fire output if I can. Well, worst case, I go with the Devil Badge of Flame and all that, right? So... I guess we will need a Devil's Wrath Seal. Because that would give us elemental exchange boosts. But those are level 40, so we don't have to worry about those yet. Besides, there's other things that we will eventually get into, but I digress. Let's talk with Sybil. Unfortunately, Milton was one of the dead. Sorry for your loss. But we do get the amulet. Not that we really need it, but it's there. What we will do, though, is talk with the smuggler and... Oh. Just casually put in all the blues there. Here we go. And we'll start our collection of the blues that we will then soon recycle with dynamite. Which we will have to collect in bundles, I'm imagining. But it's no big deal. Alright. Back to the Foggy Bank. Let's keep going. Okay. With that, we pop that open. Break a few things here and there. I think it's time we, set up a filter. Okay, we're getting rid of, we're gonna start hiding common items, so we want to avoid those. And we're going to focus more on the yellows, greens, and higher at this point. Probably for the best. This way we can milk as much as we can without having to return as much. Yes, we could stick around to do more with grays, but there's no point if we're not getting the benefits.
My energy is low.
Here we go. Pop that open just to get some resources there. Okay, store some energy. We're probably going to keep doing that if I'm going to be honest. Just restoring energy like crazy. It's repetitive, but at the moment we have to do this if we want to maintain our energy supply. Not exactly perfect for long term, but for short term it's going to have to do. But yeah, we went there. Okay, is there any way down there? I feel like there is, like, a way that I missed. Could be further up, but I feel like that isn't the case. And again, it's been a while, so I'm not sure whether the area has been unlocked or not. Hard to say. It might just be further up and I'm just missing the area. Because I believe dynamite blocked the way, last I checked. Okay. So far, so good. Off we go across the bridge. There is 2 paths here. We can either go the short way or the long way. If you wish to cross this, you'll need to repair it first. If you cannot, you must brave the dangers of flooded passages nearby. As it stands, we do have the money, we do have the scrap for it, if we want to go that route. But I will repair it, but I will not be using it. This is just a pathway that I want to get used, or at least prep at a time. Because we will need to cross it eventually anyways, so... We just want to go through here, though. Because this will give us the flooded passage waygate. And in addition to that, we actually get a shrine down here, so we have to go down here anyways. Depends on whether we want the shortcut or not, and I don't exactly want the shortcut right now. Besides, why miss out on the experience down here? But yeah, this is another... Oh, that's just a blockade. There we go. But yeah, no, we're just gonna clear this area out, get as much experience as possible. You know, the works. Here we are. At least we're making a name for ourselves as just a pure bomb. At very least the spam is completely plausible, so that's good. Heading down here. Nope. Don't need that. This we don't need. Honestly, I'm half tempted to just get rid of yellows at this point as well, but I kind of don't want to do that if I can help it. But there is a whole bunch of rare units around here, so that's good. Alright. I guess I go up here. Yeah, that's a detonation site. We will need to come back here in order to explore this. But we need dynamite to fill that path. And that unlocks at Act 2, I believe.
My energy is low.
So that's going to take some time to clear, if you will. Get some energy back. But yeah, 3 dynamite to detonate that takes a bit of time to get, so... Woe be us, I guess. At least we're clearing up the mobs with ease. Rather quick if I think about it.
My energy is low.
Here we are. That was easy. Stood not a chance.
I'm out of energy.
Alright, well, let's target the desecrated shrine.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Done. Got a lightning rod and a few other things. Fire damage, aether damage, the burn damage isn't bad. If it had more energy regen, I'd definitely consider it. The most it'd be good for is probably the aether resistance, but even then, that's not really that great. Considering it's got, we got chaos damage resist. Okay, well, I'll leave that area for now while I pursue the upper levels here.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Now we go... I guess we'll go up and around this time. Let's see. Lightning Rod. Does physical damage, converts some of the damage to lightning. Good with savagery, but we're not into savagery right now. Rolling Blood, Ship Claw, can't be bad. Guess we'll go down here. We'll focus on going south because this will have something, I'm sure. Or at the very least, it'll come up with enemies, so we'll have plenty of fodder to increase our level. Convenient that they cluster like that. Makes it easy to just dive roll into them and just explode. One of the few conveniences of being a nuke. Okay, we go this direction. Okay, nothing so far. I thought a ghost spawns up here. I guess I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in higher difficulties a ghost does spawn here. Food for thought. Food for thought. Well, at least there's some stuff around here. Okay, we have explored everything aside from dealing with the big baddie over here. So we'll go deal with that. This should be enough to get us to a level up, I believe.
My energy is low.
There we go. That wasn't too bad. Here we go. We got some burn gloves. Let's see. Ember grip handguards. 65 armor, which is better. It's got more burn or fire damage. It's got some burn damage. Cunning, spirit, casting speed. The only thing that lacks, or the only thing it doesn't, that it has is intensify, which I'm not sure about. But I'll equip it all the same. I'm not sure what intensify is, but let's check the classes. So my current thoughts are maybe considering going Inquisitor here, but I could be wrong. It might not be the best choice compared to anything. Oathkeeper has also been a tempting choice because it increases damage and resistances, so it would allow us to become a walking tank. At the same time, it doesn't really have that many in the way of passives that we could utilize, and it's a very close-ranged build. I suppose if I wanted, I could be a Nightblade Arcanist, which would be very weird. But I believe Nightblades do have some way to teleport. Yeah, I believe it's Shadow Strike. Allows you to reappear in certain areas, and if we combine this with the Kaldor's Tempest, we can just nuke enemies around in certain locations. Be a very fast-paced method. Either which way, there's options. As it stands, though, we just want to focus on the elemental part of things. We'll focus on that, and then we'll worry about the second class later. One class at a time. We've cleared that area out, though, and we should be good to go to the other area, so, yeah. Let's keep going.
Oh, hello, traveler.
What are you doing out here? What do you need help with? Why do you feel the hammer should go to you? Could use you, yeah. Because we're going to be focusing on Arcane, we're going to help Duncan. So we're going to focus on the Arcane aspect of things, just so we can smith magic weapons. Hey, level up. Alright, well, with that, I guess the next best choice is to keep leveling up. Here we go. We've gotten to level 10 here, which is good. Now I can either decrease the casting speed of Kaldor's Tempest. In turn, it will give us more 40% main hand damage. It'll basically nearly double our damage, but it also provides a knockdown effect. So we could do that, or we could leave it as is and just deal damage as is. If it increased area of effect, it'd be even better, but unfortunately that is not the case. I want to say Electra's Flash Freeze might be better. I'm not sure. Let's see, what happens if I do that? Okay, so it's a set amount damage, so we want to undo that. What about this? This is a set amount points. Okay, so yeah, no, Kaldor's Tempest is just raw damage that scales, so this is probably the strongest of the lot. Compared to anything, anyways. Weirdly enough, I think this is way better. If we can find a way to get our cooldowns increased, which is definitely later on in the tree, it'd be even better. I guess the next best thing is prioritizing getting damage absorption, so... Yeah, let's just prioritize getting to level 15 and getting that damage reduction. Or better yet, we focus on getting mental alacrity, because every point we invest into Arcanist here, in general, just increases our mana, so... That's better than what we're currently dealing with, so we're just going to increase our cunning a little bit. There we go. Currently, our physique is not enough. Let's increase our physique here just so we can wear this helm. That's going to help our energy a little bit. Okay, slightly more fire damage. Tempting. Got more armor though, so better. Okay, there we go. So far, so good. Now, I believe there is something over here. A whole bunch of individuals, I believe. But we'll worry about that later. But I'm definitely going to need that damage absorption. That's probably going to save my life. But, yeah, we go over here.
Move along now, stranger.
I'm here for the hammer. How good needs it to help the refugees? join us. It's time the hammer is passed on. I'll see his work benefits humanity. Thank you. We'll do great things.
I can't do that yet.
Not a fan of the burst that we're suffering from, but can't be helped. Let's quickly go down here, because I believe this is a dungeon of sorts. This is going to be a real test for our, how skilled we really are. Or how we can survive, I believe. There we go.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, this will be a real test of metal. Just to get through these enemies. And if I recall correctly, there's a big boss down here, so... On top of that... It's another task that we have to deal with.
I can't do that yet.
Big key. Alright. We don't need 2 strange keys, we just need the 1, so we'll leave that alone. But we will definitely need to use it over here. And now we are in the Depraved Sanctuary. Gives us a little bit of experience on top of that, so there you go. Head back to Devil's Crossing just to give ourselves a chance to repair some stuff. Oh, we have the chance, that is.
Anything you like.
Sell everything that is yellow, maintain the greens. Alright.
Iron well spent.
Let's see what's good. We'll lose out on the physical and aether damage, but we don't really use either. The spirit increase is good. The elemental resistance is good. We'll lose out on some stun duration, but the spirit is arguably better because that'll just increase our spirit regen. So this is a better piece of leggings. We'll equip those. This Codex of Spines isn't really good, nor is the Fleshbound Tome. Rest just looks subpar in general.
See anything you like.
So I'll sell the rest. Oh, keep the blue.
See you around.
Here we are. I guess I can check to see
Good price of what I've got left.
what they got. Percentage of cunning is... Yeah. Let's see, if I have 400 cunning, that would be 10% of 400, so that's 40, I guess? So technically it'd be 39 in this case, which is way better. It's tempting. It just costs a lot, so maybe not. What about rings? Let's see. Yeah, no, nothing there. About fire. What you got for fire? Fire damage dagger, pretty decent. Aether damage. The one-handed scepters are tempting. But again,
Good use.
nothing that we can really use. Oh, right. Because, we can quickly go solve our issue with the whole blacksmith thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the Burrwitch outskirts. We'll talk to the blacksmith, get him over in at base, and then we can start working with him. See you there. So, now if we work back there, we should be able to see the guy. Here he is. Hello, Duncan. And with that, we've now got blacksmith.
Scrap metal.
Storm Surge pistol, huh. Okay, so fire. So we've got a Chaos Blade, Rage Flame. Oh, so we got recipes for other things, huh? So what we need is the, what was it, the hand mortar? Oh no, it's a double-barreled pistol. We need a cunning of 159. But if we get this, we will have 2 to fire strike, and it will give fire damage, period. So it's slightly better than the Gun of Scorching. The only difference between the two is that it can launch fireballs, which is different. And then, of course, there's this, which is something. Fire, cold, and lightning. That's wild. Hand mortar deals fire damage. I guess this is the better version of it, so it's not bad. For now, let's just get the double barrel, I think. That's probably going to be better. Here we go. That's going to deal 359 more damage compared to anything else that we make. So, oh, it's also got energy regen. So it's a good casting weapon to boot, so that's nice. It's also got perks with the Flames of Ignifar, which is something. We just need the cunning for it, which will take some time, but an acceptable circumstance. I'm just checking to see what fire-based stuff there is. Yeah, there's a lot of fire-type stuff. I'll have to think about these, won't I? I will need rigid shell. Or what would be the good fire thing, huh? That is the question, isn't it? I might as well take the time to look, right? It does lightning, which is not what we need. Fire and burn. This is probably the best choice. We also get the volcanic fury ability. Huh. Calamity is also an option, but I think Inferno is quite literally the best.
Hey,
Alas.
don't get killed out there.
We just need to get enough cunning, and then we're good.
Come
So if we
see
can
what's
find
left of
ways
my
to get
wares.
cunning, we should be good. Pretty good boots, I'm not gonna lie. So 15 physique, 18 cunning, and 7% cunning. So if I go 18 cunning, that would cover the requirements for the most part. So I think this helmet is quite literally the best choice. Let's give it a shot. There we go. Not perfect, but it will do.
See you around.
Let's go over to the blacksmith, see if we can't get some more
Hey,
fire.
More scrap metal?
Because if I'm not mistaken, if we go into here, we want flint core bolts, I think there are. Guns, crossbows, and caster offhands. Or is it the enchanted flint? The enchanted flint is tempting, but I think it's the flint core here. I suppose there's also the seals of destruction as well. Let's see, what was it? So flint core bolts give 25 fire and burn, converts damage, versus the seal of destruction, which is arguably way better, which deals fire, lightning, and burn, and electrocutes. Oh, it deals fire and lightning. Oh. So it's a mix of fire. Radiant Gem is just resistance and elemental damage, which is insane. Okay, so Searing Ember is 12%, which is cheap, versus Flint Core, which is 25%. It also adds fire damage on top of what we're doing, so it's increased there. Seal of Destruction is the best choice for us, but we don't have the ingredients. So for now, we will have to settle for the Flint Core bolts. So we're going to make those, combine it, and there we go.
Find any blue ones.
Even more damage. We are now rocking at least over 1,500 damage. Around that range, anyways. But regardless, I will
Left of my wares.
sell this, move this here, or better yet, move this here, and I'm going to take a small 5-minute break. When I
See
return,
you around.
we will go back to, well, wherever we were, and keep going. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I am now back. Let's get back into things. So, let's see. Well, we've already managed to bring the blacksmith in. We've increased our damage a slight bit. We've done the best that we can to prepare ourselves for the dangers that remain in here. So we'll just have to see how we do. It does appear that the enemy really doesn't want us to live, though, considering the damage output. We should be fine, all things considering, especially if we increase our damage absorption. I'm just not sure what this absorption would entail more than anything, so let's see. Damage absorption. Let me actually check something real quick, because I believe... Okay, there should be something specific here. Hold on. There's like a, Oh, it's called Constitution. Okay, so it's not the same thing. The reason I was checking Bristly Fur is, Constitution is basically the yellow bar. It's basically like having a heal bar that quickly heals you. So, up until this yellow bar fades, you've basically got like a damage shield, which will outlast most enemies. Of course, the dangers here is, well, a given. At the very least, the enemy doesn't seem to be, too concerned with our damage output, so... Or at least, I don't think we will need to worry too much in the future, but we are definitely going to need to, have a damage reduction of sorts. If we want to go into long-term game modes and make our build viable, that is. So it's kind of a situation where we just need to toughen up. We do one-shot, though. That's one of the perks of going our build. Well, at least we one-shot most common enemies. So we got something going on that's helping us. We're doing something right. That's what I mean. I suppose what I could do is I could just throw on a whole bunch of emeralds. Because those increase all stats by 8, so this is quite literally just a stat boost in general. But is that really the right choice? This increases cold resist. It also gives us HP. This is used in all armors, I believe... Yeah, armor absorption just reduces the damage we take by 70%, so that's good. We're doing right there, at least. Okay, let's keep going. There's no need to add anything to our gear currently. It'll make it easier, but what's the point right now, right?
Don't have enough energy.
There we go. Got a blood seal.
I'm out of energy.
There we are. Done. Just had to be careful with that. Oh, hello. Level 23,
My
okay.
energy is low.
Here we are. Nice. Took a bit of, hits, but otherwise we're fine. A dangerous domain with very fast enemies is okay. What's this? Nothing that we can really use. Mark of Dreg is a decent, trinket here. Oh, that was That was a noise, if you will. So far, nothing too appealing, gear-wise. Alrighty. Okay, we do not want to go there just yet, but we will go down here. Oh, lovely, a totem. This'll be a danger and a half. Oh, accidentally used it.
I can't do that yet.
Bloody hell. Ow. That was close.
I can't do that yet.
Ouch. That hurt.
That skill's not ready.
You're late. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. That hurt a lot.
I can't do that yet.
And we'll just deal with the Harbinger here. There we go. Took a little bit of effort, but we managed to do it in the end. And by golly god, was that difficult. Okay. Let's see. That is some very powerful gloves. We got a physical weapon. Level 20 armor, huh? Maven Sphere of Protection. I do believe the Sphere of Protection is this. Yeah, so damage absorption is actually really good for this. So the Mistwalker leggings aren't that bad of a choice if we were to go anything. We'd need the physique, though, for it, so... For now, let's just pump our spirit up, because we do need more points there. We do need way more physique, though, because it's... Apparently, physique is a important thing in this. More than I ever kind of realized. Oh well. Hmm. For now, that'll have to do. We're far from done, that's for sure. Alright, let's go over to the boss. This is going to get really rough really quick, so let's just brace for the worst. Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Yep, as expected. Not too surprising that I perished there. Right, there we go. Now I've got the points necessary for, yeah, now I've got the points necessary for the damage reduction. So now I'm going to start being able to handle the enemies, but I am 2 levels low, so I'm not too surprised that I've failed, so... yeah. Well, at the very least, our physique and cunning will slowly scale up, so... us getting levels in our class is actually pretty decent for what we're trying to do. That said...
I can't do that yet.
okay. Cover.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, recover.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, recover, cover. Finally. Had to really lock in there, but, boss isn't that bad. Not really, anyways. Just difficult enough to be a problem. But hey, we managed to defeat him in the end, so the loot is ours.
I'm out of energy.
Alright, spell-woven braziers. Oh, spell-woven threads. This is probably going to be one of our most used objects. Yeah, because this is going to increase our casting speed, which is something that we are going to constantly use, I think. At least that's my opinion on it. We'll be using that a lot. Let's use the Greater Fire Blast, just so we have it.
I'm out of energy.
Okay, wasting energy like that isn't good, so we just want move 2. There we go. Pop this open. Miasma Hood. Okay, that's a poison thing. Nothing we can really use.
My energy is low.
Okay, grab everything here. Unholy Inscription. Okay. Take this, put that there. Yep, acid and poison damage. We don't really use Reg's Evil Eye. Yeah. It would give skills to Occultist, but we don't really need that, so... No point. If we could get our physique up to 211, though, those Mistwalker leggings are really tempting. I'll have to get a bunch of physique, though. Oh well. Food for thought. Food for thought. Alright. I guess, actually, no. Let's just take the portal out, because we can just go back to a portal of our own liking, and we'll go from there.
Come see what's left of
All
my
right.
wares.
Sell all the yellows, because we don't need those. Okay. Well, with that, we've got everything sorted, so now... Let's see, what do we want to keep and what do we sell? Ideally, we want to keep the Cunning, because we do need, at the very minimum, 159. So the Helm and losing all that Cunning does suck, so we don't want to try to... We want to try avoid losing that. Our weapon and offhand should be good for now, but we should get some better gear. This helm is probably the best thing, but as I've said, we unequip that currently. We're just not going to have enough. We need 8 more points, which technically... That's physical aether damage, that's a percentage in cunning and energy regen. If I were to wear that armor, I'd need to put in a polished emerald to cover the cost. So it really depends on whether I want to equip this or not. The energy regen's nice. That's about it. I'd rather just wear the yellow. Yeah, none of it's looking all that appealing, so I'll probably just sell the lot.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Alright, and we don't need the axe, so we'll just sell that. We'll toss all the blues away, and when we do start getting dynamite in bulk, we'll start processing all this. There we go.
Keep an eye on this.
Must have accidentally hit something. No matter. How is our damage anyways? Caldor's Tempest. Okay, so 1390 damage to 2045 damage. That's not bad. Now that I think about it, I've got a point in devotion, so I can start investing in that. I believe we were fully invested into getting Imp, just so we can get the Aether Fire perk. Not that I really want to focus in the Aether Fire, I'm just getting the fire damage from it. So, some more physique, Aether resistance, with some fire and Aether damage. There we go, that's going to give us more physique and Aether resist, so that's good. We just need 2 more points. 1 point will get us extra boosted damage, so that's good. And I guess we go to the Burrwitch outskirts, and be good. Alrighty. That's some nice music. Got a humble bounce to it, or like a smooth jazz tone to it, which is nice. Not bad. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's nothing there. Never mind. I thought there might be something. You never be too careful. Secrets are everywhere. Okay, not bad. So far, so good. Anything down here? Probably not. Nah. Okay, there's something there. Not sure what that is, but I guess we go in. No harm in not checking it out. Okay, let's go up here.
Can't do that.
Okay, let's go up here.
I'm out of energy.
Or just recover a little bit of energy, and then we just go around here. Got a bit of a totem here. We'll worry about that in a moment. Focus on purifying this entire place. Alright, there we go. Go into the ruined shrine here. And there we go. Level 19, not bad. Got another devotion point, which we will spend here to get more fire damage. From there, we can start investing into damage absorption. Creates a protective shield around the caster, but at a great cost of concentration. So I've got a damage absorption of 11. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to give me an 11% damage reduction, which is counted as absorption, I guess. I guess it's 10% less damage from sources, which is pretty good. Not including other percentage reductions as well, so that's another thing. Unless it means I suffer damage, or 10% of the damage, or 11% of the damage is converted, or passed on to energy. I don't know. Hard to tell. Hard to really, truly tell. Well, no matter. We'll figure it out soon enough. All the details that we need to worry about. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll go up here. Snake Clan warriors, huh? Eh. Stand no chance against me. Okay, we'll go up here. Nice. Okay, from here we go down. Pretty low leveled, I must admit. I'll still level up, it's just slower. With not strong enemies. Which is fine, we'll live. Let's backtrack a little. Just cover our bases, if you will. We'll go down this path here. just to see if this road is safe. Which it has some enemies, so nothing too crazy. Yeah, that's blockaded off. This path is clear. I just had to get map completion down. So we'll go down this path now that we've secured the cave. Well, since we secured the cave. Well, just a few more spiders. We keep going.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. What does it mean, a great cost of concentration, though? I mean, I guess with conversion, it's gonna... Yeah, the sphere absorbs debilitating effects and converts them into your energy reserves. Oh. Oh, I see. So, once I start taking points in reducing stun, freeze, entrapment, petrify, and slow, I'll start getting energy reservation costs on this. Unless, of course, it's already increased, in which case, alright. I guess that's just that. I don't know. Hard to say. Not complaining either way. Definitely gonna need more damage. Developmenting, some stones.
Can't do that yet.
Okay. Well, I managed there, so that's nice. Okay. Suffered quite a bit of damage, but hopefully the damage reduction from the, what's it is gonna help. The shield is gonna help. We'll just have to pray it does. Among other things. I should be able to double the damage absorption next chance I get, so that'll be nice. Oh, what's this? This is lightning electrocute. Okay. Not bad, doll. Not something we really need, though. It is there. More lore bonuses can't be bad. Okay. Cover. And I guess we activate the Aether Warped Totem. Oh. Here we are. Bloodbound Ointment. Got Massacre. And a bundle of other things. Let's see, what's this? Well, never hurts to learn another thing. Let's see. Final March. Physique boots with movement speed, defensibility, Aether resistance, and slow resistance. It's also got Menhir's Will and Rune of Callistor. Not sure what those do, but they are there. Now, something I should note, the more we invest into Calidor's Tempest, the better, so... It also scales off main hand damage, so that is also another thing that I've got to keep in mind. So something with a lot of passive potential is definitely going to help us. I think Inquisitor does fit that niche role surprisingly well. Because if you invest into range expertise, you can increase your elemental damage, which basically covers all the physical stuff. Or rather, it covers fire, ice, or cold, and lightning, if I'm not mistaken. So let me quickly check elemental damage. Yeah, I don't think I have it currently, so. But as you can see, there is no elemental damage typing here. That's because fire, cold, and lightning cover 3 distinct types. Okay. I still think Nightblade is oddly a good choice, but I'm not sure. Because you got all this, like, passive stuff that you can manipulate here, coupled with the teleportation, which is also good. The only thing is that we'd have to swap over to something better at that point, right? Yeah, because you get a set amount of elemental damage and elemental damage percentage. So let me actually check that. .67 with 148% modifier, 172 modifier, lightning. Yeah, my stats are a little... I'm not sure how my stats are calculating currently, so I'll just wing it for now.
Well, I'll be a living person.
I've been stranded out here since Burrwitch fell. Fortified myself on this little patch of island, cooking whatever critters get too close, or waiting for the inevitable end. You're a welcome sight for sore eyes. Burrwitch fell months ago. How have you survived this long? Well, I can cook for one. I used to work in the capital and had the honor of preparing meals for a couple noble houses, many foreign dignitaries. Not a fighter, but I've learned to hunt a bit when necessary. Gets me by. Scraps of bone rats aren't exactly fine dining, though. Most of all, I just keep quiet and observe. What about you? Where do you hail from? You could use a cook. Alright, I can open Rift Safety. There you go. No reason to not help a stray in need. go. And we shall go down here. And we spam our fire attack constantly, and there we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, we've got slightly better armor with elemental damage. It's 1% less, but we do get burn, frostburn, and electrocute as part of it. We get spirit, offensive ability. We also get fire resistance, poison and acid resistance, and chaos resistance. This is all good. This is probably going to make us slightly better in general, so that's good. The effigy is tempting, considering the energy regen we would get. Yeah, I'm just being picky at this point, aren't I? But then again, it's lightning damage, so not really up to snuff in our little home of choices. Yeah, because currently all the skull does is help us with getting 2 points in Kaldor's Tempest. It gives us an additional 50% crit damage, reduces cooldown recharge by 0.4 seconds. Yeah, and then it gives us 2 points in Kaldor's Tempest, which I can easily get from other things. The energy regen isn't bad, though, to be fair, so it's not a bad choice to have available. On the other hand, these boots, they've got a slightly more armor, got more physique, but again, it's not that great. Nothing too fantastic, to say the least. No matter, no matter. We'll just keep collecting treasure and keep going. So far, so good.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, so Burrwitch is over there. We just need to clear out the moldering fields. I believe there's like a few houses here that we can grab, so no harm in doing this. Besides, there's some secret entrances here and there, so it wouldn't hurt to pop in, check them out, that sort of thing. There we go. Here we go, flooded cellar. I think once I've completed the entire game again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my character into the. I'm gonna have him in the final levels go into one of those dungeon things, if I recall correctly. It's been a while. There's an arena that you can actually go into. I think I might actually try that and see how far he gets, because that'll be fun. Okay, there we go. We can't go over there, so we can go down at least, I think. Yeah, nothing too crazy. But if I'm calling correctly, this flooded cellar leads us into Burrwitch Village. In which case, there you go. Nice. Okay, that leads us upstairs. And there doesn't appear to be anything down here, so... There does appear to be a exit over here, though. But I don't think you can access this in normal mode. Which sucks, but, you know, what can you do, right? Alright, let's just go over here. Yeah, it seems like pure fire isn't the way to go, unfortunately, but it is fun to do all the same.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, because pure fire does like 10% the damage. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've secured the portal for Burrwitch. That's nice. That's going to help quite a bit. We can wear this belt, though. Gives us percentage health, energy resistance across the board. We'll increase our cunning a little bit, because we do need to at least increase that to 6. Elemental resistance, health. We can only get up to 80% resistance. It's 8% over maximum currently, so not all that good to get more elemental resistance. So there's probably better belts. Pierce resistance is tempting. A percentage of cunning isn't bad, I suppose. Physique percentage, pierce, and chaos resistance is pretty good. This is probably going to be better. So we'll wear this, I guess. It'll at least increase our resistances, so that alone is good enough. Alright. 3 points. Increase our damage absorption by up to 15%. Not a lot, all things considering. Not a lot. 15% energy absorbed from enemy spells. This could be good in certain instances. There's also this, which I believe is the other entrance to the flooded cellars. There we go. I believe this exit is barred, but all the same, we can check it out. Yeah, we can't go that way. But it's good to know that we've cleared this area out at least. Never hurts. Alright, let's exit out here. Explore the vicinity. We should be good. So I'm thinking we start around here. Go. Feel like I missed a few things. No matter. No matter. It's probably on this side is what I'm thinking. Because there is like a... some sort of task that I have to undergo over there. Or somewhere around here. That makes you go into like a small room, if I recall correctly. Because now that I'm playing this game again, it's all coming back to me. So I'm starting to remember all the small nitty-gritty details that are coming to mind. That are just not in normal mode. Which does make you raise an eyebrow on how you miss some of this stuff, but I believe it's intentional so that you've got replayability. There is more to this game as a result. It's not a bad thing to have, replayability. Considering how much content for the game there is, it's not surprising. So, it's nice to have that option to just come back and play more. Besides, you're not going to hit level 100 just going through this game once, so... You do have to go through it multiple times, or at least twice, I'd say, in order to get max level. Which in its own right is a bit of a chore, but what can you do? We got a cave entrance here. Smuggler's Basin. Presence far more powerful dwells here. Level 25, lovely. This is sure to be fun. Really wish you could tell the HP of the guy, but you can't really.
I can't do that yet.
I stand no chance.
I can't do that yet.
Ouchies.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
I can't do that yet.
Well, at least I'm slowly
Don't
whittling him
have enough
down.
Energy.
Okay. Oh, Constitution's been exhausted. Oh dear.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, let's back off immediately.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Focus on healing.
I can't do that yet.
Out.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, back off.
I can't do that yet.
Out.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, recovery. Nearly. Okay, back up.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Nice try.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, back up. Oh god.
I can't do that.
Back
yet.
up. Oh no. There we go. Took a bit, but we managed to do it. Oh man. But then again, that's the difference in level that's gonna cause us a lot of trouble every now and again. Oh, 1 second. Alright, so unfortunately, this is all the time I have for today, so what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to dip from this little dungeon that we delved into, and then I'm just going to quickly sell some stuff, and then we'll go from there. In this time, I can quickly deal with this. Put them out of their misery. Thank you. We got some scraps, some iron. Can't be bad. We'll report back that we completed this mission here. Hello.
We found a rift gate and good work.
Making
There have been
sure-
countless hope. Warden
Yeah.
Krieg.
On Warden's life. I could talk with him, but I'm kind of busy. Literal timer. I'll sell a whole bunch of stuff that we don't need, and then we'll wrap things up. So I'm just gonna quickly go through.
Got left.
Sell all these yellows that we have no need for. There we go. Sort. There we go. And that'll do. Okay.
See you around.
Now, gear. Let's see. What do we want to wear? Don't need that. This has the high armor value, but we can't really utilize it to its fullest. It'd be nice to have a metal that does fire damage on top of everything, but not going to cut it there. This does fire damage, but it's not as good as the Putrid Necklace because we get elemental exchange increase, which is technically fire damage in of its own right. 2 belts, both Vitality and Aether versus Vitality and Bleed. I'm better off with the Pierce and Resist. Weapon-wise, none of these really fit, nor does the offhands. Full damage axe is tempting, but not required, or it's not good enough, I would say. Everything here pretty much useless to us, so we'll just sell the lot that isn't blue. I'm sure I'll be able to find something better, so sort those. We're looking for fire, specifically in trinkets here. We've got fire damage ring. We've got Livonius's ring, which is just good in general, so we keep that. The Tempest ring has a whole bunch of stuff. It's got some acid and elemental damage. It's got some burn. Elemental or fire is probably going to cut it. So if we get this ring, it's going to increase our damage by 4%. We get the same energy, we lose a bit of offense and defense, we lose a lot of health regen, and we only get bleed resistance, so it's not that good.
Iron well spent.
As
Come
for
see what's
you,
left of my wares.
for elemental, we've got nothing, so how about fire? Fire, burn, defensive ability, and experience. This is decent, but spirit is better. Yeah, none of that really sticks out, so maybe I can craft something. We are level 20 after all.
So what brings you to my forge?
So we need something that provides spirit, preferably. There's random stat amulets, which is pretty decent to start with. Let's see, how about fire? Got mythical stuff. And then we got components, so let's see. Fire retaliation and percentage to all retaliation damage. That's okay. Enhanced flint. Good for melee weapons, shields. Okay. This is fire resistance, which we don't need. Yeah, we just need a seal destruction, don't we? Using all weapons, shields, and caster offhands. Then, of course, there's the Seal of Void, which is just as good. It just applies on, it applies chaos damage on instead. There's also Flame Drinker Ointment and all that, so... There's options. Vitality damage, yeah, no. There's a lot of choices, but most we can't wield, because it's late game stuff. Some you even need Glacier's Fervor, you even need Silk. There's a lot. We need fire damage specifically. I guess elemental damage does count as fire damage, doesn't it? The Death Cord is probably going to be the best choice for us, because that's going to give us Arcanist skills. So that's actually really good boon. So what we'll probably do is we'll get the Death Cord when we get the chance. It is going to require Blessed Steel, and we will need 15 more levels before we can get it properly. But it should be good. Smoldering Tome, that's not a bad weapon. Yeah, we don't need mythical. Is there anything... Is there a way to... I guess... Okay, so there's no way to filter between levels, which is unfortunate. Besides, rambling aside, I'm just going to quickly put the objects away, and then I will wrap things up. But, yeah. We'll just auto-sort real quick, and there we go. Alright, we've managed to make some significant progress today. We've managed to get up to the Warden quest, which is access to Warden Cellar. We've also got the Inventor's Apprentice quest, which is the next thing on our list, which should be done next stream, because we're actually pretty close to dealing with that. I think the Apprentice is in Burrwitch, I just haven't found her yet. Or is she in the Keep? I'm not sure. Somewhere between those two is where she is, so we'll figure it out soon enough. But yeah, we are going to wrap things up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, no matter how short it is. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Okay. Oh, and I will say, let me know how the volume on the Snowball is, because I do appreciate, you know, figuring out whether things I do help the stream or not. But rambling aside, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.